he? Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Getting ready is the kicker, Andrew Franks. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And right away, he lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hey, cut his right. Watch that is.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Green 32! Green 39!
On the ground, it's West again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down following the run. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Midfield stripe. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go! Black round!
Kaiser now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right, and avoids the contact by sliding. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They run the counter now on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here we go. Let's round. Let's round.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And now running right through it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go.
They begin here with a run by West. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Here we go now.
They'll run again here with West. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down. That's West. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Back there. Watch you now, Barney. Gun. Back there. Watch you now, Barney. Gun.
This is West. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On the toss, there goes West. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
That is right. All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Gun. Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Darius Butler, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw, Kaiser. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Jets have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The drive begins with a handoff to West. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now West. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here we go now. Please. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's West. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Play action. Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing on second. And And his throw is going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Charkandrick West, and now it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Hurry up, here we go!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They go play action. Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Come on, let's go!
Third and long for Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Kaiser now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Kaiser now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
Second down, Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's got it to West on the dump off. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in back.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They come out here in the eye. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Let's go.
Here's Crowell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
So out now come the Jets. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go. Check. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Blue lining. Blue lining.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Kaiser. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Kaiser to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
This is taken around the 12. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back to our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Eaton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Broke the tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Walker, the tight end, in motion.
No. Check. Patrick.
To throw on 3rd down. Eaton. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
No. Check. Patrick.
Throwing on 1st down. Eaton. He hits West underneath. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, Eaton. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eaton. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eaton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back near his goal line, Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. He got 29 yards that time. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Kaiser. He's got Curse. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns continue to roll. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead will grow by one more. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with West. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Come on, let's go.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Watch you now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19. Over. Watch you now, Barney. Here we go now.
Design run for their wideout. And an alley to run. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, Eaton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The play fake. Eaton. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
In motion right is Robinson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eaton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd down, Eaton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Let's go. Motion.
Detroit.
Operating from the gun, Eaton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eaton. Caught out left side by Robinson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Leopard. Detroit.
On 3rd down, Eaton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and... Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a handoff working right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st down, Eaton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go now. Green, 39. Gun. Now let's go. All right, now look at 56.
From the gun, Eaton. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Check.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right there at the 43. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And the Lions emerging victorious. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Browns, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.